Shalom from the Mississippi camp. This is GMS Myth Destroyers. I'm Awar.
Zahab.
And basically the lesson gonna be very short, straight to the point, hitting the signs of the times that we've been seeing. That basically all of us brothers in the camps and in this truth representing Yahweh Shem Yahushai, what we've been seeing, and basically we're heading for the time of Jacob's trouble, man, and it's right around the corner. So we might hit that before we make it to 2012, if the Lord decides to let us make it to 2012, which hopefully He ends it. He ends it this year. You can always hope. But we got a little saying here, man. 2011 could be the white man's heaven. 2011 could be the end of the white man's heaven. And if not, 2012 will be the white man's hell. And guess what? From what it's looking like, as far as the signs that the Lord said in the scriptures that He gave us to go by, and what we seeing here, it looked like 2012 could most likely be the white man's hell, man. All right, go ahead.
What verse?
Let's start at the top.
2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is this very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which He made.
Exactly. So which signs do we need to look for to know that the Lord is actually finna visit this world, man? Go ahead.
Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things.
Earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Now, we know through the scriptures that the main goal is to destroy Babylon. Now, if you've been watching the news, they came out and said that it's been over 1,500 earthquakes this year. But the thing is, they're lying. Because you can go to Twitter. They have an earthquake Twitter thing on there. I don't have it, but I know of it. We got a brother in the camp who has an app on his phone, and it makes a ringtone sound every time that an earthquake happens in the world. And that thing goes off like 100 times a day, 100 or more. Every few minutes when we're having a conversation, all you hear is ding, ding, ding. Oh yeah, 3 earthquakes just happened. 2 in Japan, 1 in Australia, stuff like that. So yeah, we know that the earthquakes are here. We've seen that. The Most High been jacking Jake up with earthquakes. And now He's moving to the heathens with those earthquakes. And it said, uproar the people. Now, that's been happening on the east side of the world for a minute. But like I was getting into, what's the main thing that needs to be destroyed? Basically, the spawn of wickedness. I know it's the so-called white man. But where is his headquarters? America, Babylon. Now that heat is in Babylon, that uproar of the people. So now we really know that the Lord is getting ready to come back, man. They even put part of it on the news. They didn't say what those people was out there for, but they were showing the police brutality that the cops was putting on people. Mason and handing out all types of ass whoopings to them Edomites that was protesting, man. And you had Jake out there too. And the thing is, it's going bigger and bigger. And it's gonna grow even bigger now that the news hit it. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Oh yeah, and there's things like Beat Whitey Night. It's
Occupy Wall Street.
yeah, yep, that's what I was just speaking of. Occupy Wall Street. You had basically you're having all types of protests. And people California, they having their protests. Basically nobody's having jobs, man. Jake's gonna eventually just start. Martin Lucifer Coon is not here anymore. Al Sharptongue don't care about you niggas. Jesse Jackass don't care about you niggas. So there isn't going to be a such thing as a non-violent march amongst you you Jakes out there, because your unemployment rate went up 700%. According to the article, Elder Gabar brought it up. So-called white man went up from 8.5% unemployment to 8.6% unemployment. But you so-called Negroes went up from 15% to 16%, man. And then some, as far as in the decimal range. I can't remember it by heart. You're out of work, man.
And that's they was saying in the news, that's one of the indicators of a race riot, the unemployment disparities between both races.
Yep. The so-called white man is gonna cause a race riot. But then again, these niggas say they love the so-called white man, and that there's no such thing as racism anymore. But look what they going through.
Yep.
Shit, hell, look what we going through. A lot of us in the midst of that unemployment, man.
Yep.
We one of those we part of that 700%. This shit soon I might make it 701%, man.
Can I add something real quick?
Go ahead.
They got this thing called MDES. It's Mississippi Department of Employment Services, and it's an agency to help employ people that's been recently laid off. The irony with that is, with that department, they have laid off people in their workforce. So this is the agency that's supposed to help employ you, and they're firing people because of the economy. So you know what time we in.
Yeah, it's time for this place to go now.
Yep.
It's time for the Lord to visit this place. We can't live in this place. Back in the 80s, the 70s, 60s, and the early 90s, well, actually the 90s, really, you could get a job, quit a job, go across the street. Well, in the 90s, you couldn't go across the street, but 60s, 70s, you could go across the street because everybody had jobs. So-called white man was able to provide for his family. Nobody worked but him. So, but the point is, it was a whole lot easier to find jobs. People constantly hiring. But now millions of people have lost their jobs in just a matter of 10 years. So do you see how fast this place is going now? And it's not going to get any better. It's not getting any better. Matter of fact, y'all always, and the thing is, y'all love Obama, man. The fuck is he doing for you people, man? For you Jakes out there. You simple black-headed Negroes, man. He's not doing anything. What? The unemployment rate. Well, what is he? There's an obvious. He already done turned down your reparations. But there's an obvious difference in the unemployment rate. And actually, we're the majority in this country, man.
Yep.
We overpopulate the so-called white man. Why are they Why do they have better jobs than us? And we actually work. A brother in the camp just got a new job, and Edomites work on it, and all they do is talk about hunting and guns.
Edomites don't fucking slack.
Right. Edomites don't work, and that's proof they Esau, because all they talk about is hunting and guns.
Piece of shit.
He said they were speaking of guns he never even heard of, and they just say, I don't use it. Hey, I just love guns. So yeah, that's proof who you are in the scriptures. Then you love hunting, teaching your little daughter and little 4-year-old son to hunt, your wife to shoot shotguns and all that. Proof of who you are. But the point I was getting to is y'all don't work. What kind of work do y'all do, man? I see Edomites all the time. They walk around, they talk about the football game. They don't do anything. They don't do nothing. They don't do any work. They're eating food at the desk. But then again, they get to keep their jobs. Jake, on the other hand, is getting unemployed as we speak. Getting unemployed over the weekend, getting a phone call, you know, on their day off. There was a joke on Friday, how you get fired on your day off. Nah, it's very common nowadays, man. Not after you get fired, how you get laid off on your day off, man, on the weekend.
And nobody's hiring you.
Right.
You got these interviews that don't work out for you. You're underqualified, overqualified.
Yep.
I got a precept about
Go ahead.
these. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5. Thus saith the Most High Power, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High.
Yeah, you know, we could be unemployed. We'll be just fine. Yep. We don't really care, you know. The Most High keeps the men of the Lord when he's, like I said, the time of Jacob's trouble is approaching fast. We are already in the time of Jacob's trouble. Just look at the unemployment rate. But I'm talking about the real down to the get down time, man. You down the ride or you not time.
Or you not down. Yeah. Come on.
So that's what time we heading in. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 6, for he shall be like the heat in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, and a salt land and not inhabit it. Yeah, but the point was in verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed be the man that trusted man, because basically Jake's whole thing is, Obama save us. What you gonna do, Obama? Help us with employment, Obama.
Yeah, like what Elder Gabar brought out a beautiful point. Where was Obama with Troy Davis? Nowhere to be found, man. And it was obvious of that he was innocent.
Yeah, he was saying some type of madness, like he didn't want to interfere with state decision or something. That was bullshit.
You're the president.
Man. You're the fucking president, man.
But you can pass all types of healthcare bills for every state, huh? You can do all that. That's just, I bet you simple niggas believe that too. Then, what about Casey Anthony? He let her go. And they got video footage on how she was acting when she found out that her, that some remains of her child got found.
And that bitch look fucking crazy, man.
Yup. Alright. You had some?
No.
Alright, go ahead. Second Ezra.
Oh. Therefore, when 2 Ezra 9 and 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Oh wait, I guess that don't apply to America. America had its beginning, and we seen it. America was extremely powerful at its beginning. It couldn't be stopped. Now it's at its end. Nobody respects you. Nobody likes you. You have no friends, America. Everybody knows that the white man is the great Satan now. Well, the Chinese been knew it. If you watch the movie Ip Man, they call him the, is it, oh yeah, they call him the white devil. That's what the Chinese people, called the so-called white man when he came down there. Why? Because when the so-called white man came down there, he knew that he had his American dollars. They had the, so all they did was take advantage of people and make them work for slave labor for their for real cheap, low prices, man, and take advantage of them and try to make people Uncle Tom, just like they do you Jakes today. You see Jakes on the news. Hey, let's check out the meteorology, huh? Hey, what's going on over here today? Tell me a Jake from the street you know that talk like that, man.
Some of their ways.
Trim shaved up face and all that. Pink lip chat on. Get out of here, man. Go ahead.
Oh, back with 2nd Ezra's. I got a precept.
Oh, you can go.
Alright, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. And the end of a thing, pursuing 2nd Ezra 6 and 7, is Esau's world.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it better? Because the end of his rulership marks the beginning of our rulership.
Yup. And ours is gonna be good from the beginning. Now that scripture might apply to Esau in the kingdom. Because he gonna hate the beginning of our kingdom.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna have no ending in our
kingdom. Yeah, we're not gonna have an ending. We just gonna have a beginning. And that's it. Because it's gonna be, but don't worry, Esau. You get a good 1,000 years, estimated 1,000 years of our kingdom. A pure, intense hell. Then you get to see the end of it. Well, you don't actually get to see us fall, but you get to see your end of it, which is getting thrown into a pit full of fire, and we eliminate your whole nation off the face of the earth. Which is a beautiful thing, man. Because after all the things that you've done, you went beyond being the devil, man. You went beyond deceiving. You went beyond still killing and destroying on people. He went beyond just doing it to people, man. And frauding and deceiving people. This devil done went and he done started killing the earth, man. He done started killing the place that we live. And if this devil rules, the earth will be destroyed. Now there's this theory going around that we could run out of resources. Which is a damn lie. The earth about it forever. But then again, that's their excuse for eliminating a whole bunch of people and making all these guidelines because and putting hormones in the chicken and you got in all types of food because you got idiots. It was this one idiot, Jake. Well, if they didn't, I mean, a lot of people complain about them putting growth hormones and everything in the food, but if they didn't, everybody had been done died off because the rate, the animals don't grow at the rate that we eat them. So you telling me 1950, 1940, 1930 animals wasn't growing at the rate that Jake was eating them, and I mean that basically anybody was eating them.
That's why I said Esau's a forger of lies.
Yep. Now they have this thing called clone meat. Well, they've been had it, and I seen it on the news. They had a clone cow, man. And they don't have to tell you whether it's clone meat or not. They just give it to you, man, in the package.
Then they dye it.
Yep,
It'll be old meat and they'll dye it red so it can look fresh.
Right. Just like milk. Milk was really, it's not meant to last until October 21st and all that. You buy it on October 5th and it's not meant to last to October 21st and all that. It's because they pasteurizing the milk. Since when did we go through all the processes in the ancient world, man? Actually, when you drink the milk, it has a sweet taste to it out of a cow. It has a sweet, natural taste to it, and it's a lot healthier. You get more calcium, everything. You grow faster. Everything in you grows better. And really, you're not even supposed to leave that milk out for more than 2 days, man.
Yeah, they got the milk that comes in a box.
Mm-hmm.
That'll last for months, bro.
Yup, months.
Months. Like, is this milk I'm drinking?
And you know what? Not really.
Yep.
Just like a woman's breast milk. Like, that's not pasteurized or anything.
It's pure.
Yeah, it's pure. And the baby grows off of it. So yeah, this is how we know the Lord's getting ready to visit this place, man. There's nothing but wickedness going on. We can't even eat right. We can't breathe right. We got to breathe in this air. That's a hell in itself, knowing that you got to breathe in air that's poison. Knowing that you got to breathe, that you have no choice to even breathe in something that's pure. It's pure hell knowing that you have to spend thousands of dollars for one thing just to have a little comfortability in your life, man. That's hell in itself. Alright, you was reading something?
I had a precept.
Go ahead, then get Matthew 24.
Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Right, destroy them which destroy the earth. So if they destroying the earth, you got oil spills, you got them drilling into the ground for every damn thing. Esau's just completely beating the earth up, man.
Oil spills in the ocean.
Yep, roads every damn where. That's why if you ever seen a place, an abandoned place with an old parking lot that nobody bought or whatever, so it's just a building there with the old abandoned parking lot, old abandoned building. You notice grass starts growing through the cracks of that the asphalt that's on there. Why do you think that? Because it was originally grass there. So, and that's not keeping the land Sabbath at all. You're not supposed to have that stuff on there, man. Actually, we're not even supposed to stand on it. That's why Jake stand on it like that. That's why Jake grows up with all these back problems and stuff, man.
Yep. Early age.
Yep. Early, man. Now, me, I'm from the country of Mississippi. This place is already a country, but I'm from the country part, man, where we went fishing and picked our own stuff. We drank well water. So I grew up healthier than other children. And I was a lot stronger and healthier than the other children when I came to the city. Taller, everything. And we never dealt with concrete, man. It was dirt roads. It was dirt, running on dirt roads, and it was picking plums, picking blackberries off bushes, and running up and down hills full of grass, man. We never got on concrete, man, unless we was walking into a driveway getting ready to go into the house or something, man. That was the only time you seen us on some concrete, man. But really, man, we was just racing and everything, running through grass. And we grew up a lot stronger than the folk that grew up in the big city, man. That's why they had that saying, country strong or whatever.
Yeah, most of those Jakes that go into the NFL that's from Mississippi, they're from the country part. They're not from the city.
They from someplace you never heard of, man.
Yep.
Like that guy said off the Steve Harvey show, Willacoochee, Georgia.
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
If some place, that'd be from some place called Cooling Water, Mississippi. You know, like where is that at? You know,
Thought that was a song.
Right. And really, if you look at Mississippi, it's a lot of places that you don't even know the name of, man. Like, really?
Sunflower County.
Yeah, sunflower, butterfly, something Mississippi. I don't know, man. It's just all types of names. All right. And a lot of reasons why you don't hear about them, because a lot of Gad lives in those places. All right, go ahead.
Matthew 24, starting with verse 7.
Yeah.
Matthew 24 and 7. For I can start at 6 if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right. Now we've been seeing that. So that's been passed. All right, go ahead.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences.
So we see the famines and we see the pestilence. Well, Jake ain't able to eat, man. And pestilences? Well, what happened? Oh, they had people died because of Jensen's cantaloupe, man. It's a Jensen's. They had a Jensen's cantaloupe recall, man. Because these people ate the cantaloupe and they died. They got sick of eating the cantaloupe, man.
Fruits.
They're supposed to be pesticide free and just all natural cantaloupe. Well, I'm gonna tell you something about an all natural cantaloupe, man. An all natural cantaloupe, it's gonna rot if it's not good, man. It's not gonna be a healthy looking cantaloupe with a big disease in it. It's gonna rot if it's not good. And if it's an all natural cantaloupe and it's a good cantaloupe, it's gonna look healthy. It's gonna be bigger than the average cantaloupe, and it's gonna be a lot oranger than the average cantaloupe. And it's gonna taste damn good, man. So obviously they were lying, and secondly, there's part of them pestilences, man. Somalia, part of them pestilences. People still dying down there, and they ain't even showing it on the news, man.
Yeah. Speaking of famine, in India, farmers over there in East India are killing themselves by the thousands because it's a famine in the land. So they don't have any more. They're not making any money because they don't have anything to farm. Exactly. So they're killing themselves by the thousands.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't ready to see these times, man. They was living a lavish life not too long ago, but now that, like I said, we heading to that time where it's time to get down, man. And they ain't trying to. They ain't ready for it, man. That's why you gotta get rid of a soft mentality, man. That's why you can't be no big emotional cat. Yeah, we emotional about the Lord, man, when it comes to the Lord. But as far as some big emotion about some bullshit, man, my shoes look better than yours.
My woman left me.
Yeah, my woman left me, BS.
I wonder how these people think of me.
Oh, yeah, those guys. I wonder how they look at me. I just left college to come do this. that's the smart thing, because college ain't going to help you. All it's going to do is take your money, man. That's all it's going to do. Alright? Oh yeah, in the U.S., finish the verse off.
Verse 8. Oh, excuse me. And earthquakes in diverse places, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Exactly. Now you got this guy named Al-Awlaki that the U.S. claimed they just killed. He was like second to Osama bin Laden, because he was just had this big influence over the Arabs. When they talk about the backpack bomb and underwear bomb and bombing America and all that, they just loved him so much that they do it. So they finally took this guy out, and this is a great day for America. But now they fear retaliation. They basically they did the same thing with the Osama guy for 9/11. Retaliation might happen for 9/11 for us killing Osama, which I didn't. So basically what they're doing is preparing you for some big thing to happen, man.
Oh yeah, a guy was allegedly accused of attempting to bomb the Pentagon again.
That's all they're doing.
Yep.
And they see that you simple people will do anything that the government asks you to do. And they see that you simple people will just let it happen, man. You might not like it, but you will still let it happen. That Occupy Wall Street, you idiots are trying to have a peaceful protest? Whenever in the scriptures did peace come without violence, man? Lord is a man of war. That's why I said the saints shall take the kingdom.
Yep.
We're not talking about you Edomites. It don't matter what you do. Even if it was violent, America still gonna go down. You're still going into slavery. But the point I'm making is that was stupid. The cops gonna be violent. The cops were violent. The people just standing right there, and they was getting drugged across the street. They was dragging them people across the street, macing them. They had it on the news. They been had it out there on YouTube in Russia Today, but they finally put it on the news. Cop chasing after a person macing them, man. Like, really? You mace when it's a big crowded area and they won't move. This dude, he's trying to make sure he's reaching around people so he could get your eyes from behind or something, man.
Then the bankers was actually on the business on the second, third. Toasting, yeah.
And laughing at the poor people, the commoners, man. The middle class.
Yeah, the proletarians, as they would call them in 1984.
Right. I'm going to start calling them by that Roman term, the commoners, man.
Commoners, yeah.
You middle class folk, man. You have no power. They're happy in their power seat, man. Like, we got money, they don't. To hell with them.
They don't even look at you as people.
Yeah, you're not people. Which is another reason the Lord gonna visit this place. But like I said, that would have been a more statement making. They call it the beginning of a revolution, which it looks like it. But it would have been more statement making if you would have had some guys who was gonna do like Greece, come in and throw some grenades at some cops, man. Bring out some guns, man. Have some Molotovs and hit them guys with some and throw that bottle and it explode into flames. Let's see if these cops gonna be so fucking quick to roll up on you and grab you then, man. They gonna be scared. They gonna run from you. But if you just sitting there saying, "Oh, I have my rights," then they just hit you upside the head with the baton, yeah, they gonna enjoy that, man. Because they finally get to look like a tough guy. But you know what? It's gonna get to that point, man. It's gonna get to that point. And that time is coming very soon, to where it's gonna be complete mayhem in the streets, man.
Yep.
And they not gonna stop. It's too many people in America, man. And once Jay gets started, you know it's not gonna stop, man. That's why they had to let you niggas do something in 1968, or else you was gonna take America down, man.
That's why they gave you niggas Martin Luther King.
Yep.
To pacify you jakes, man.
Yep.
Then, it's like...
And that pacifying shit didn't even work.
Yep.
It didn't work. A lot of people started leaving that nigga, man. Like, this shit ain't working. I'm getting my ass bit by a damn dog, and I'm sitting here supposed to look at it. Then you had that guy Malcolm X. He was getting a big influence. He was like, nobody's ever fought. This white man fight us. Even though both of them leaders was set up puppets who decided at the last minute they didn't like it, so they got killed. Martin Luther King was a faggot. Do your research, you'll find it out, man. We did ours, so yeah, you do your research and you'll see what we're saying. How we know. They even record the homosexual shit that he was saying up in there, man. But anyway, Martin Luther King wasn't even working then, man. Jake just started beating and killing white people at that point, man. They started raiding them. They started doing everything that they had to do to take America down and get their point across. That, look, we ain't going nowhere, man. So basically, they had to put a stop to it somehow, man. And that's how they did it. Tell you that you could vote. You can go to school with so-called white people. In which they had a backup plan for that. When they did that integration shit, the so-called white people left and got in private schools and stuff, man.
Yep.
It was still number of niggas in the classroom.
Then your little colleges are little bullshit colleges anyway. They gave you black universities to keep you away from Esau. Then they call them SWAT colleges. Mm-hmm. You know, it's all about sports and buffoonery, man. You're not actually learning anything there.
Yep. Then they got rid of, once that integration started, because OJ used to tell you segregation the worst thing that ever happened. I mean, integration was the worst thing that ever happened to our people. Because they said back in the school we was learning. Them old jakes, I talked to them, man. They'll tell you back in the schools we was learning everything. We knew about our history. We was praying. We knew about the Most High. We was disciplined. Nobody was walking, sagging pants on their ass and shit. Making coon music. So basically, when integration happened, they gave you they didn't even let you teach your history like that, man. Then they stopped you from praying in the schools. So they didn't want you to learn anything about the laws of the scriptures. They didn't want you to learn anything about your history. Why? Because they did not want another revolt like that to happen again. Well, it's going to happen again. Jake is still being unjustly treated, man. So it's going to happen again. And that's part of the Most High visiting this place, man. You're going to see the physical appearance of the Most High visiting this place. And right now we're seeing the spiritual appearance of the Most High visiting this place, man. And which is putting his spirit on all these people to just bring pure hell on this place, man. Because really, he putting his spirit on them to get that angry, man. And when a guy's at that breaking point of anger, there's no turning back, man. No matter what you say to him. I know people like that, man. No matter what. Matter of fact, I can get like that sometimes. You get to that point of where you know something is wrong, and if you can't control it, hey, you can't control it. Somebody's let the body hit the flow, man. Alright, get that scripture and we'll end it off right here.
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, okay, Zechariah 9:13.
Basically, the lesson went a little longer than we thought, but the point, spirit, the point is, we in the times, man. That's what time we in. Brothers need to be very serious about the times that we in. And a righteous man ain't gonna measure the times. He gonna keep up with it. He's gonna watch the news. You should watch the news. You can't expect to get on the internet and expect everyone else to do everything else for you, man. You got to do it yourself. Because who knows how long we don't even have this internet. All right, go ahead.
I'm going to get Zechariah 10:5.
All right.
And they shall be as mighty men which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in the battle. And they shall fight because the Most High is with them. And the riders on horses shall be confounded. Like I said, they should fight in the Most High because the Most High is going to be with us.
Yep. And that's not talking about the 2/3. Yeah, once we get ready to fight, the Most High is going to be with us, man. Because it's going to be a point in time. This is why you don't see no women out on the highways and the byways, man. And why this truth consists mainly of men. Because men often have to show that they are men, you know. So that's basically what's gonna happen. It's gonna have to we gonna have to get down at one point, at a few points of our journey in this truth, man. And some of you brothers, you already know how it feels to to get down and have to whoop up on some people for coming incorrect, man. So with that, we gonna say Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barak Thumb, and just stay sober, watch the times. These are times that we in. Alright, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders, honors to the camps, and stay tuned for another episode of Myth Destroyers. Shalom.
Shalom. That was a good lesson.